are going to be live here. So we are jumping on doing another podcast tonight. My buddy Jake Kneeland's going to be jumping on with us. This is how we're rocking some of our podcasts right now. Instagram Live. Jake is in. What is up, brother? Let's get you on. All right. Jake's going to be joining us. Maybe we have good enough internet connection tonight. My man, what is up?
How we doing?
I'm good, dude. How about you?
Good, man. It's good to see you.
Yes, you too. What is up? Are you in Sioux Falls right now?
Sioux Falls, man.
Okay, that's what I thought. Good
Yeah.
deal, good deal.
We got teased last week with the 7-degree days, and now it's back to freezing again.
I know. What is up? We had some teens this week, and it was 70 on Friday, and then it's been teens. So, hey, are you a little quiet? Can you turn your speaker up right now? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're a little quiet. Just a little quiet. I just want to make sure everybody can hear it. Try speaking now.
How's that?
Maybe it's just on my end. I think it's just on my end. You're probably good for everybody. There he is. All right, hey, we'll check with everybody. Okay, they're saying some people are struggling to see you right now. How's his Seth just jumped on? Seth, how is Jake? Speak up, see if anybody can hear you.
Can you hear me all right? Anyone?
We'll wait for a little feedback, and we will get rocking. Okay, somebody just commented we can hear him. So, all right, sweet. Dude, so this is episode, I think, 122 of the Live Beyond Average podcast. And we've been doing kind of these mini series, like 15 minutes here, and just spreading positivity between everybody. And, Jake is one of my guys. We haven't actually, we had this big time frame where we didn't see each other or talk to each other. We played college basketball together. And then we reconnected here when you were moving back to South Dakota. And it's been awesome because our stories are really similar. We're going to save some of that story for later on in another podcast. But tonight, we're going to dive into a little bit about what Jake's been working on. And it's kind of crazy because it goes right in line with this spreading positivity. And this is what he's going to talk about. It goes right into that and is really going to help hold you accountable a little bit. It's just cool. So I'm going to shut up. Jake, go in. Tell us a little bit what you're working on, dude. I love this.
Dude, first I got to comment. College basketball seemed like eons ago, didn't it?
Dude, what? It seems so long ago. It's unreal. I was there 07 to 11, and you were there 08 to 12.
12, yeah. Yeah, long time.
Long time ago. Yeah, and I don't feel old, but it was a while ago.
No, back when people were saying, gosh, you're going to turn 30 this year, that's old, and now I feel super young, which very thankful for. So,
dude, right? Exactly. Except for my knee. My knee doesn't feel 30.
I think the knees are the first thing to go, for
my
sure.
knees feel 82.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But, so thanks for inviting me on, first of all. It's great to be on here, man. I love what you're doing. I guess just to start off, I'm a small town kid from Summit, South Dakota. As you know, small town feel. So I grew up on a farm just outside of Summit. Grew up doing the chores, hard work, etc., all that good stuff. Went to Wesleyan, played ball, and got a degree, and spent some time in Sioux Falls working. And very similar to your story, I kind of got caught up in the corporate sales type of world. Something that I did really, really well at, but just didn't necessarily find any joy in it or any fulfillment. So I long story short, I ventured off on my own thing. I got a website blog going right now called itsjustjake.com, sharing some thoughts and stories and connecting with others on that, and just trying to spread some connection. I know we're all unique, but I guess the purpose of my blog is to try and connect us all. We all have a story and different things that we go through. And I think all the things that we go through, we can take something away from those things and learn. And my job is to kind of connect the dots and try and help everyone out with that. So,
yeah, dude. And that's kind of how I got reconnected with you, was when I started seeing your Facebook posts up about it's just jake.com and some of your blog posts. And I jumped on and actually read a couple, and I was like, it's funny how we grow is from when we did know each other. And then you have that distance. And then I read one of your blogs and I'm like, okay, this is a side of Jake I don't know. You know what I mean? I only knew college basketball player Jake. you only knew a little bit of basketball player Jordan. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I started reading like your blog, and I was like, dude, this is good. Like, really impressed with your writing, your thoughts, like the perspective, and like that's where I just got this connection with you. And I was like, okay, it's fun meeting somebody with similar perspectives, or like, and I was just really impressed with your writing. And then you emailed me, which was kind of ironic too, because I was like reading your
Yeah.
stuff, and so yeah, we just kind of reconnected. But the stuff is really cool at itsjustjake.com, and then we met up, we reconnected, and then yesterday, dude, really cool. You make an announcement on a project you've been working on. It's on Amazon now. Tell us what you've been hammering out. I want everybody to know this. It's awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, just released yesterday my first publication. I created a digital workbook called the 7-Day Gratitude Challenge. And long story short, from when we left college and reconnected later, just gratitude's become a big part of my life. Life seemed pretty easy back then,
Right.
just doing college basketball and being young and not having much responsibility. And we kind of, took that time for granted, I feel like, or at least I did.
For
I
sure.
don't want to speak for you, but life just seemed easy.
It was
And
easy.
then
It was.
it was. And
We
then,
thought it was probably really hard,
yeah, yeah.
but it was easy.
Wake up, lift weights, play basketball, go to class, and then do it all over.
Right? Eat really good at the calf as many times as you want. Like,
Yeah.
such a
Easy
rough life.
stuff. But as I got out into the real world and started to grow up a little bit and was presented with some challenges, I realized how good I had it. And then I started to take, I guess, some of that time and some of that learning experience for granted.
Yeah.
And honestly got in kind of a tough spot. And what really got me out is I needed to slow down and kind of reconnect, really look in and find out, are the things I'm worried about really that big of a deal? Are they truly worrying about, should I be stressing out about them or not? And when I slowed down and was able to kind of reconnect with who I was and what I'm about, I realized that I have it pretty good still. I'm healthy. I got a family. I got close friends. I've been very fortunate in my life. And when you slow down and reflect, you find all those little things that you can be grateful for, regardless of what's going on in the outside world. So, the digital workbook I created is basically a 7-day workbook that takes you through 4 different questions for a week straight.
Okay.
And everything that's going on in the outside world, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of news, a lot of stimulation, there's a lot of stress and anxiety going on. And the questions are designed to basically slow down and reflect and find some good from each day, every single day.
Okay.
And this is something that I've been practicing for years and tried to formulate it into kind of a simple format, which is what the workbook is. So four different questions per day for a week straight, and then obviously the goal is to continue practicing gratitude beyond that 7-day challenge.
Right.
It's certainly brought me to a new frame of mind as long as I've been practicing, and I hope it can do the same for you guys. So that's kind of the goal and the purpose of it.
Nice. So these are actually some steps that you've been putting to practice and testing over time, and then just one day you're like, dude, why am I not sharing this with other people outside of my my core group? And so you just decided to put together the digital workbook and offer it.
Yeah, and it's starting small, which,
Yeah.
which I touch on in the workbook. Like, we often get caught up thinking like big picture goals and I want to accomplish this and whatnot. Well, in order to accomplish the goals and climb life's mountain, you got to take the first step.
Yeah.
And I really started to do that, about a year and a half, 2 years back, and just slow things down and truly dive into gratitude and find out what I'm thankful for. And then each one of those little steps brought me to just a clearer frame of mind and a clearer purpose. And I started to internally realize how much better I felt. And I wanted to be able to share that with others. So I tried to put it into digital format and try and share it with you guys. And
That's awesome, dude.
it brought me to the book. Yeah.
That's awesome. I bet that was pretty exciting to get your first publication out there, available on Amazon. So okay, so if I'm gonna go buy this, how do I get to it?
Yeah, so it's a digital workbook, so it's on Amazon, and it's basically a one click, and you have access to it. So it's $4.99 on Amazon. You can buy it right away. Um, all you need is basically to download the Amazon Kindle Reader, which it prompts you to right after you purchase it, and
Okay.
then it check marks and verifies, and then you have it on whatever digital device you're using, whether it's your phone, iPad, laptop, etc. It's available right away.
Okay. So I at Amazon at the search bar, what do I type in?
The 7-day gratitude challenge.
7 day gratitude challenge. I'm gonna buy it, dude. I can't wait to check it out. I'm gonna run
You
through the
bet.
challenge and dude, I'm gonna share. I think I'll like share my steps and process a little bit as I go too, because I love it because, man, like we've talked about in person, like I've experienced some of that same stuff over the last couple of years and a lot of growth in myself. And it really stemmed from the same thing you went through, as slowing down and emphasizing gratitude and actually bringing awareness to gratitude to the surface. And recognizing it, like you nailed it, man. It makes a huge difference on how we're going about our day within ourselves. I think, you know,
I think a big part is just taking 5 to 10 minutes to acknowledge it. We get so busy. You got a family, Jordan. We're busy with work. We're running around with errands and
yeah,
conference. Not so much right now, but we're working from home, and there's just a lot of distraction. There's all the news and the bad things going on in the world, and it's just a lot of outside noise. And if you just take the time to acknowledge, hey, I need to slow down and circle back around and get grounded, that's when you find, hey, I still have it pretty good. I'm still healthy.
yeah,
My heart's still beating, and it
for
just
sure.
gets you into a better spot.
For sure, dude. And I really feel that way, especially as like us men, really have to emphasize that and really push to do that and not be afraid you know, to do that. I think men really put up this, I'm tough guy persona, which, dude, we've done it. I've done it. I mean, and we still do. It's natural for a lot of us to do it. So I think for us to do that and share with each other like this, like guy to guy, is so important, and to talk about those feelings and that gratitude. And man, I don't know, it brings out a side in you that makes you actually, like, you feel like you're kind of being weak in the moment, but it actually like brings out truer strength within yourself that you didn't have before, recognizing those things.
It's like battling that wall that our mind wants to put up. It's like, I'm a man. I'm supposed to be strong. Like, I'm supposed to not show weakness. But when you find someone to talk to and you really connect with that person, whether it's a significant other, a close friend, and you have those deep conversations, it's that feeling of just, that deep breath that, man, I feel so much better now because I was able to relay some feelings that maybe had been building up.
I completely,
So
yeah.
I think communication is just so huge, and actually acknowledging how we feel is a big part of that.
That's awesome, dude. Man, I'm pumped. How long of a process was it for you to get it all out there, get it up on Amazon, and to do that? I have no idea how that process works. So was it difficult? Was it pretty easy?
There's a little bit of a learning curve, but the
Okay.
more I dove into it, I mean, you start writing. I mean, I enjoy writing, obviously, with the blog and the website that I do. And once you start writing, you kind of get in a flow. And essentially, all it took is you upload your manuscript,
Okay.
um, and basically they format it, and then you get a chance to preview what it's going to look like
Sure.
on a phone or iPad or laptop, and then you hit the big green go button, and then hold your breath, and then
That's awesome.
yeah, and then it's they sent me an email, probably it was about a day and a half later, and said, your book's live, man. So
Sweet.
it was
Well,
exciting. Yeah.
well, dude, I can tell you're like on a high on a cloud nine from it right now too. I could tell in your video last night too, where you were announcing it to everybody. You can always just tell when people are in those moments. I mean, they're peak moments, like, and that's part of life. Is we're not gonna sit on a peak our entire life, but when, like, what gratitude does is it allows you to sit up there and keep pulling yourself up there way more frequently, because as humans, dude, it's natural for a lot of us to just, like, if you're comparing yourself, if you're doing all those things, it just brings yourself down. When gratitude brings you back to reality, like, and that's what you're nailing with all this, is like it brings you back to reality and it pulls you right back up to peak moments. Like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. And dude, like, it's crazy because I could just tell, like, you're just like, you're up there, dude. And it's exciting. You know what I mean? Like this whole thing is about spreading positivity, and that's what it does, man. That's what, like, when other people see, I just consider myself a normal guy. Like, I know you as like a normal guy, but you're doing these awesome things. And I think when people see that stuff, they're like, it encourages them to be like, dude, I can go write my short story that I want to write and put it on
Mhm.
Amazon. Like, I can go film my own hunt that I've been wanting to go do, whatever it is, whatever your story is. Like, you can do it. You just have to take the energy to go do it. You know, and I
Yeah.
think it encourages people. So I just love that. Love what you're doing, man.
I appreciate it, man. And just to piggyback off the comment you made right away, it's, we get to a certain point of gratitude and it feels so good up there. Why would we not want to stay in that frame of mind? It is human nature to think negatively and kind of look down on things, but we realize how much better we feel when we have a positive outlook and when we're doing meaningful work. Like, obviously you can attest, man, you know how good you feel when
Yeah.
run to gun started to pick up and your work is fulfilling, and that shows through obviously all the hard work you're doing. So
Yeah, and
um,
and the funny part is too, with that, like, that a lot of people don't see or get to experience, is like all the down days that are way more frequent than those cloud 9 days. But I get so much joy out of when things aren't going my way. Like, does it bother me? Does it, like, man, I wish it was better? Of course, I think those things, but those things, when they happen, cause me to work harder or to buckle down or become more creative or to create something, which then in turns causes better things for myself and my company. And then that makes me feel good. Like, it's just this like reward system that, that people see like the good side of things, but they don't see what goes on in my own head, or what, the battle of the day-to-day grind. But I get so much joy out of that grind when I'm done, and I'm like, oh, it was the process of doing that work that was awesome. Like, for you, it was like, yeah, it's cool, it's on Amazon, like, I want people to buy it. But like, when you sit back, you're like, dude, all that learning over the last 3 years that made me learn this stuff that I could actually write, like, that was the part that, like, yeah, part of it sucked, but man, like, I wouldn't
that's
trade
what
it.
felt
I
good.
needed it,
Yeah,
so it's
that that
interesting.
it's the joy of the process, man. Like, I've been on kind of a wild ride, which I know we'll touch on some point. But would
Yeah,
I trade it for anything? No, I don't think you would trade any of your working experience in your story either,
right.
because it's brought you to where you're at and where Run to Gun is right now, which is awesome, man. So it's it's fun, and when you're doing meaningful work, it brings you to a better place, and it's good to reflect on that.
For sure. Well, dude, I'm so jacked you got to get on for the short portion of our story. We'll do a longer one for everybody later in person down in the studio here. But everybody, you can check out Jake's blog right now. It's justjake.com, correct?
Yep, it's just jake.com.
And then you can check out his new digital workbook, the 7-Day Gratitude Challenge. Did I say that right?
Nailed it.
Okay, so if you jump on Amazon, hit the search bar, the 7-Day Gratitude Challenge, 7-Day Workbook. I'm going to be buying this tonight. I'm going to post a little bit about it too as I'm going through when I started up, go through my 7 days. I'm really excited, dude, and I'm pumped for you. And I'm really looking forward to the next time we do the long version of this podcast.
Dude, looking forward to it, man. Thanks for inviting me on. I obviously all your followers know, but I love what you're doing, man. Keep going.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I seriously do. Thanks for taking the time to jump on tonight, and I can't wait till next time, brother. Keep spreading that positivity, dude. I love it.
You bet. You
All
as
right.
well.
See you later.
Thanks, man.